This is the Oviedo High School registration presentation. Registration cards have been distributed through your classes. If you did not receive your registration card, please pick it up in the guidance office. The collection of registration cards for 9th graders will occur on February 5th. 10th graders' cards will be due on February 2nd, and 11th graders will turn their cards in on February 1st. Your cards should be turned in to your English teachers for counselors to collect them. Keep in mind, your English teacher may require you to turn your card in prior to the due date. Students will input schedules this year using Skyward Student Access. Please make sure you get signatures from your teachers for your academic courses or higher levels in elective classes, including world language. Parent waiver forms will be needed for courses that differ from your teacher's advised course selection. Students' grade levels are determined by the number of credits they have earned. In order to be a 9th grade student, you must have been promoted or assigned from 8th grade. 10th grade students have earned 6 credits beyond 8th grade. 11th grade students have earned 12 credits, and 12th grade students have earned at least 19 credits beyond the 8th grade. The graduation requirement is 26 total credits. Seminole State College provides dual enrollment and career pathway opportunities. In order to participate in the academic dual enrollment program, students must have a 3.0 unweighted GPA, and they must have a minimum score on the SAT or ACT for college readiness, along with passing all sections of their 10th grade FSA. Juniors and seniors qualify for Seminole State dual enrollment. The career programs require that students are 16 years of age and have at least a 2.5 GPA. Some programs may require a 2.0. Career pathways are exams that are provided in designated course areas. If you are considering dual enrollment, please register for a normal school schedule and a 7-period day at Oviedo High School. Dual enrollment courses will be added at the start of the school year. We are pleased to also offer a dual enrollment opportunity with University of Central Florida. Students must apply directly on the UCF website. After being accepted, you will see your counselor to determine the number and type of courses that you will take. UCF must receive the completed dual enrollment permission form signed by the principal and counselor before you are allowed to register for classes. Please see your counselor for more details. Our virtual school program is open to all students. Seminole County Virtual is available during or in addition to your school day year-round. Florida Virtual School is available during or in addition to your school day year-round as well. You must have access to the internet, and you must complete your registration at the FLVS website, which is www.flvs.net. Please make sure you indicate the period you will leave campus for any virtual course you are taking. See your counselor for more information. ePathways provides flexible scheduling and more elective options for students. Please see your curriculum guide for more information about ePathway programs. There are certain testing requirements that must be met by all students for graduation. The Algebra 1 end of course exam is required to graduate. You must pass this test with a level 3 or higher. The Biology, U.S. History, and Geometry end of course exams count as 30% of the grade in each of those classes. The FSA Reading and Writing test is required in the 10th grade in order for students to pass and have a proficiency score for their graduation requirement. So now let's take a closer look at the graduation requirements. Students must complete the required 26 credits for graduation. You must also earn a 2.0 unweighted grade point average. Students must pass the FSA Reading and Writing with a level 3, as well as the Algebra 1 end of course exam with a level 3. And students must also complete at least one online course. In the area of English, students must complete 4 credits. 4 credits of math are required, and they must be earned in the 9th through 12th grade. If a student took Algebra 1 or Geometry in middle school, it counts as an elective credit, but it does not count towards the required 4 math credits for high school graduation. There are 4 science credits required, and they must have lab components, including a biology course. 3 credits of social studies is required in the area of world history, American history, and U.S. government and economics. Students must earn 1 credit of physical education, and half of that credit must be the course that is called personal fitness. All students must have 1 fine art credit and 9 elective credits. It is recommended that if a student is college bound and planning on attending a 4-year university directly from high school, they must take 2 years in the same world language. The requirements that we just reviewed are the requirements for the Standard Pathway Diploma, but there are multiple other diploma pathways students can earn. The Merit Pathway requires those Standard Pathway Diploma requirements, and in addition, students must earn an industry certification. The Scholar Pathway means that students must earn 2 years in the same world language, 1 advanced placement course or 1 dual enrollment course, and passing end of course exams. Scholars with Distinction requires a 3.75 unweighted grade point average, 3 years in the same world language, and 6 advanced placement courses with grades of A or B. Students may substitute up to 2 of those AP classes for dual enrollment courses. There is also a research component required that may be met by the capstone project in the senior year or by taking the experimental research course. The Advanced Placement Capstone Diploma requires that students take 4 AP courses with exams and have passing scores on those exams, and they also must take the AP Research and AP Seminar course. The Career Technical Education Department at Oviedo High School offers a wide variety of courses students may take. Digital design, web design, digital information technology, and computer programming are just a few of the courses that are offered in the areas of computers and technology. We also have a culinary program, an early childhood education program, interior design, and automotive. Students may also supplement their high school curriculum with on-the-job training through our OJT program in their senior year. Some courses may count as the 1 credit of fine art that is required for graduation, and if you look in your curriculum guide, you will be able to see which courses will meet those requirements. The industry certification that is required for the Merit Pathway Diploma may be earned through these career technical education programs. Students are required to earn 1 credit in performing or fine arts. Some of the courses that will assist students with earning this requirement are chorus, keyboarding, band, art, debate, speech, advanced placement art history, photography, drama, acting, television production, dance, journalism, and newspaper or yearbook. Some of the other elective courses we offer at Oviedo High School for students to earn those 9 additional credits that are needed for their diploma are in the areas of humanities, engaged citizenship learning, which is our dividends program, and ROTC, or our naval science program. ROTC may assist students in earning not only those credits for the elective, but also provides waivers for physical education and performing fine arts with multiple years in the program. Students may also substitute higher level ROTC credits for science credits. Please take a look at your registration card. Your registration card should have your personal information completed at the top, the course number, level, and name of each subject, the credit value for each class, and your total credits should equal 7. Your teacher recommendations need to be signed, and alternate courses should be listed. Please remember, your signature and your parent's signature are required on the registration card. Here you see an example of your course registration planning form or your registration card. All of the students' demographic information is completed at the top. The courses are filled in by subject, and the elective courses are filled in as well as alternate classes. The number of courses requested equals 7, and the parent and student signatures are included on the document. In order to ensure a successful registration process, please make sure that you have conversations with your classroom teachers, your parents or guardian, and your school counselor. Write down any questions you may have and email them to the appropriate staff member. If you need to make any corrections to your registration form, please do so and return them with the appropriate documentation for verification. Students need to make sure they provide alternate courses, list several alternates in order of preference in the section labeled, and please make sure once again to have your signature and your parent or guardian signature on the registration form. Students participating in the Advanced Placement Program must obtain the Advanced Placement Course Request and Acknowledgement Form. Please make sure the form is filled out completely and the appropriate signatures have been obtained from the instructors. Also make sure that the parent or guardian has signed their name as well as the student signature on the form because there is an acknowledgement of the requirements to participate in the Advanced Placement Program. This form should be turned in along with your registration form. Although we do not advise students to take courses without recommendations from their teacher, if a student decides to take a class that is not recommended, a parent waiver form needs to be completed. The parent waiver form must also be turned in with a registration card. Once registration cards are turned in and courses are entered into Skyward, we do implement our schedule change policy. Students may request schedule changes for the remainder of the school year and during the first 5 days of each semester if there is room in the course requested. Seniors will have priority and teacher recommendations may be necessary. Please remember, 9th grade schedules are due on February 5th, 10th grade schedules are due on February 2nd, and 11th grade schedules are due on February 1st. Some teachers may require schedules prior to these dates. The Curriculum Fair Information Night will be hosted on Thursday, January 25th. It begins at 6 p.m. in the Gerald Casanova Performing Arts Center. That same evening, we will also host an AP information session beginning at 7 p.m. in the Gerald Casanova Performing Arts Center. If you have 9th grade students in your class, please stay tuned for the freshman update presentation. Thank you. Welcome to the Oviedo High School Freshman Updates video. We would like to start with introducing you to our school counseling department. Mrs. Lightsey is the school counselor for students with last names between A and Davila. Mrs. Riley is the school counselor for students with last names between Davis and Hub. Mrs. Bird is the school counselor for last names that fall between Huck and Nasby. Miss Arnita Washington is the school counselor for students with last names Nash through R. Mrs. Vosberg now works with students with last names between S and Z. And Mrs. Monahan works with all students last names A through Z with education plans, except for those students that are either gifted or have a 504 plan. Mrs. Williford is the secretary for the school counseling department. Her office is located in the front, and she helps with all appointments and conferences. She also knows where most of the forms are available for any of the things you may need, such as community service applications or dividend applications. Now, let's look at the flip side of your registration card and learn how to read the class summary.
In the top left corner, you will see your demographic information. Below that, in number 2, you will see your courses taken. Number 3 shows your work in progress. 4 in the top right shows your weighted and unweighted grade point average. 5 will tell you if you've met your virtual course requirement or not. And number 6 will let you know if you have met the testing requirements for graduation.
Freshman students took the PSAT on October 11th. Online score reports are available now. Test booklets for the PSAT will not be available until the paper copies of the score reports are delivered in late January. Khan Academy is an excellent resource for test preparation for the SAT and PSAT. Students can use their PSAT score results to access free test prep that is tailor-made for them based on their test performance. Now let's talk about the road to college and career. As students decide what they're going to do after high school graduation, they need to choose whether they're going into the world of work, on to college, or maybe into military service. If you aspire to enter the world of work, will you try to get a job in the near future? Will you meet the requirements for on-the-job training in your junior and senior year? Which one of our career certifications do you need to work towards? If college is in your plans, you need to work on achieving high grades because after the second semester of the junior year, you will complete the transcript that will be sent when you apply to college. If military is in your plans, have you looked into our ROTC program? It's a wonderful program with robust opportunities. Let's talk about Bright Future scholarships. The Bright Futures application does not open until the senior year of high school. In the meantime, students can be working on community service hours. Those can be earned over all 4 years of high school. For more information on community service, you may visit the district website, or if you go to the front office, community service applications and program guidelines are available. Now, you can also use the floridashines.org website to track your progress towards Bright Futures. Please keep in mind that the website only updates in September, March, and June of each year, and instructions on accessing Florida Shines is linked to the Oviedo High School website. Communication is important, so please make sure you follow our website, our Twitter account, and check us out on Facebook. When questions arise, and they will, please make sure you reach out to your teachers and/or counselor. The district website, ePassport and eCampus, Skyward, email, and voicemail are all excellent resources for communication. You may also schedule conferences with Ms. Williford. Thank you so much for your attention to this presentation. Go Lions!